You can tell me anything, but if you tell me anything to my parents, my मम्मी पापा के बारे में कुछ भी बोला ना, तो गया तो. Because you love them. So similarly, the Lord loves His devotees. Lord says, you can tell me anything. You can tell me anything, but if you tell anything to my devotees ill, or if you offend my devotee, I will not tolerate. That's why Lord Chaitanya said, all these sins, if anyone offends a devotee, they will get all these reactions of these sins. Now afterwards, when Jagai and Madai became a devotee, they actually repented so much. They came to Lord Nityananda and said, Lord Nityananda, what we should do? We have committed so many sins and we have harassed so many people. What should we do? He said, whoever you have harassed, now go and serve them. So now see this Jagai and Madai, जिसके डर से लोग अपने दरवाजे बंद करके सो जाते थे कि भैया ये कहाँ से आ गए, वो लोग अभी क्या करने लगे, दोनों भाई मिलके they started creating the ghats for the people to come and take bath on the bank of Ganga. And when they made this ghat, people used to come and take bath and they were standing there, right, to help them with if they need any help. So that time people were saying, अच्छा अभी तो ये सीधे हो गए ना, इन लोगों ने तो कितना अत्याचार किया, मेरा पूरा घर लूट लिया है, मेरा ये कर दिया वो कर दिया. तो they used to pick up stone and throw at them. So मदाई को जब स्टोन लगता था तो मदाई वही स्टोन उठा के वापस उनको देते थे और बोलते थे कि आप मुझे और मारो, क्योंकि मैंने जो आपका बिगाड़ा है वो बहुत बिगाड़ा है. आप जो मुझे अभी सज़ा दे रहे हो ये तो कुछ भी नहीं है इसके सामने. मैंने जो आप लोगों का बिगाड़ा है उसके सामने ये सज़ा कुछ भी नहीं है. आप फिर से मुझे मारो. तो वो देख के इन लोगों का हार्ट भी ट्रांसफॉर्म होने लगा कि वाओ, दिस पीपल हु वर सच अ नोटोरियस पीपल हैव बिकम सो ग्रेट वैष्णवास. Look at these qualities. Amazing, amazing qualities. People were getting transformed just by looking at mother and their behavior. Can you imagine? Once upon a time they were like, wondering कि लोग कहाँ से आ गए. अभी उनको देख के they are getting a Krishna prem. That is the power of Lord Nityananda, to transform such obnoxious people. And that is why it is said that Prabhupada also followed the footsteps of Lord Nityananda, because his spiritual master said that go out and preach, give this message of Bolo Krishna, Bhajo Krishna, Karo Krishna Shiksha to anybody and everybody. Prabhupada tried in Jhansi, it was not working because everyone is looking for imported thing, right? Everyone is looking for imported thing. Nobody is looking for a local thing. Nobody cares. If some people become a devotee, कोई डजेंट मैटर, राइट. अगर आपका नेबर डिवोटी बन गया तो डज इट मैटर? डजेंट मैटर, राइट. पर अगर डिवोटी के घर पे कोई रशियन आ गया और धोती कुर्ता तिलक लगा के रोज सुबह बैठ के चैंटिंग कर रहा है, यू फील अरे वाह, इसको क्या हो गया अचानक, अमेजिंग यार, राइट. इंपोर्टेड चीज़ हो गया ना. हमारे वहाँ पे भी वो मिलता था, फिलिप्स भी इंपोर्टेड ही था, बट फिलिप्स को हम लोग घर का ही समझने लगे. बट अगर जापान से कोई अच्छा ये आ गया टेप रिकॉर्डर या वो हमारे लाइक व्हेन वी वर किड्स, राइट, अरे यार उधर से डायरेक्ट आया है, इंपोर्टेड. अभी आई डोंट नो इट इज देयर, आई थिंक ओरिजिनली इट वाज हीरापन्ना मार्केट और समथिंग, राइट, वेयर यू गेट ऑल दिस इंपोर्टेड थिंग्स. सो सिमिलरली Srila Prabhupada felt, and of course his spiritual master also suggested that go and preach to the Western world. Same challenge of how difficult it was to preach to Jagai and Madai. It was actually much more difficult to preach to the Westerners than Jagai and Madai. And at what age? At the age of 70. Srila Prabhupada going there with nothing, only 40 rupees, that was also non-convertible into dollars. He did not know whether I have to go left or right. He did not have a place to live. He did not have a food to eat. He did not have a mridanga to play, but he had only a small bongo drum in which he sat in the Tompkins Square Park and just chanted Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Like this tune he sang. No bhajan clubbing thing, nothing. Only this simple tune he sang, and he attracted like anything everybody. Because Krishna was descending right there and then. Krishna is all attractive. Krishna can attract the heart of anybody and everybody. So Krishna descended there, and that is what everyone got attracted. And can you imagine, everybody started circling Swamiji. Prabhupada was sitting in the center and he was having his eyes closed, and he opened his eyes and he wondered like, kahan se aa gaye ye log? So Prabhupada every day used to do kirtan for 3 hours, and Prabhupada said, I did not have an instrument, I had a very simple tune what we just sang. He used to sing that, there was no even prasad afterwards. So he said how holy name can do wonders. And the most important, not just the holy name, one has to have a faith in the spiritual master. And who is the spiritual master? Spiritual master again is making the whole circle complete. That spiritual master is the external form of Nityananda Prabhu. Balaramji is nothing but our Guru form. So whoever you accept as a Guru, don't accept as a fashion, but when it comes from the heart, right? That Guru Tattva is nothing but a Nityananda Prabhu himself. So that is why Srila Prabhupada was so much connected to his Guru. That means he was connected to Nityananda Prabhu. So Nityananda Prabhu was guiding him, Nityananda Prabhu was personally taking care of him. That is why he could do what he did. The revolution, it is like, na bhuto na bhavishyati. It has never happened and it will never happen. It will never happen. Today, the disciples of Srila Prabhupada, if they want to try and create the revolution what Prabhupada did, is not happening. The way the number of devotees that Srila Prabhupada made, Americans, Australians, British, Africans, not possible today. That's the amazing power of Prabhupada. But it is happening from the perspective on a minute level, not at a magnitude level what Prabhupada did. But it is still happening at the minute level. So that is why you see the disciples of Srila Prabhupada also did wonders, because they had a faith in the spiritual master. And who was their spiritual master? None other than Srila Prabhupada. And they went to the London, and London was absolutely inundated by Krishna Bhakti. Even you go to London today, London may be Rath Yatra hota hai in the main street. You go to the Soho temple, you go to the Bhaktivedanta Manor in London, right? Not London, but the nearest suburb. In that suburb, for Janmashtami, the maximum number of people come there. Almost 5 million people come, not 5 million, 5 lakhs people come, 500,000 people come. And that's a big number for London to get that many devotees, right? And following their footsteps, right, the Srila Prabhupada disciples and the disciples of Srila Prabhupada disciples, which is our generation, we are also trying to do the same. When we started this, there was only 2 or 3 students came. Nobody was here. We were just started, we were just roaming around, because we also wanted to become the part of the parampara of giving this mercy of Lord Nityananda to others. So it is not our endeavor that all of you are coming. It is all of you are coming by the mercy of Nityananda Prabhu, somehow or other. So it is, don't think that it is by accident or, oh yeah, I'm just going to this program. No. The matter of fact that you are coming to this program is an amazing mercy of Lord on each one of you. Each one of you. Without that, it would not have been possible for you to come and sit here. It is not at all possible. I have seen myself, I was in US. There was my Shiksha Guru, His Grace, Yugal Kishore Prabhu, who was there. We were living in Troy, which is the upstate New York. We are living in there, we had a nice program, and his job got transferred to New Jersey. He said, I'm going. And he said, you continue somehow or other. I said, I cannot continue here, I have to go to Albany, which is another 20 kilometer town away from there, right? So I went there with 2 students, Okay, it's really, really amazing devotees now. One name is Gaur Kumar Prabhu and another is Gaur Gunasagar. So why I'm sharing this is not about boasting about our endeavors and things like that. What I'm trying to tell you is Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda mercy is so amazing. And I am 100% confident that each one of you will become the instrument. Now how we are right now, you will also become an instrument in the hands of Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda. You will also go out and preach the message of Lord Chaitanya. That is my 100%, not guarantee, my full conviction that this is going to happen. And I have seen with my eyes, as I said, we went there in Albany, we rented a place, like it was a house, and downstairs we had this small altar. There was no deities, also like this only, we had a small photograph and things like that. We just threw over there and we started inviting, how we do the flyer distribution. We did that in State University of New York, which is the nearby. And somehow or other the students started coming. And practically we had about 20 committed people who were coming, and others are on and off. And all these 20 devotees who became devotees, each one of them are running their own centers today. Each one of them. That is the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. It is so amazing. You will see the magic happening when you actually put faith in the holy name and in the faith in, most importantly, in Lord Nityananda. Lord Nityananda is so merciful. So merciful. So if you are not able to chant, just pray to Lord Nityananda that, Lord Nityananda, I am not able to chant, please help. When you pray like that, Lord Nityananda will absolutely help you. And you will see the magic happening. We saw in car as well, right? Car mein there was a Mahaprabhu, there is what is his legal name? He was one of the big lawyer. Unke घर पे चालू किया and it just went all over Mumbai. Radha Gopinath temple, I really want you to visit, or maybe we'll do bus or something once, we'll take them. It is really amazing that at 7:45, right, the Shringar Darshan opens. And everybody is having their eyes in an anticipation, specifically on the festival days, what will be the dress that my Lord will be wearing today. Okay. And 7:45 the darshan opens and Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. The beautiful song starts, right? And you see the darshan and you will be mesmerized. It is said that in those moments of whatever 1 minute or 2 minutes, you completely forget your entire world. You forget about all your worries. You forget about your happiness also. Let's say you have got the promotion, you have got the best car, or if you have got married or whatever it is, or you got the first child, or whatever it is. You forget everything. When you see that darshan opening, you are absolutely in the spiritual world, because you are seeing the Lord and Lord is seeing you. It is such an amazing thing. So I want all of you to come and experience that. Of course, today I had a great fortune to witness the wonderful Abhishek of Gaur Nitai deities, and I prayed for all of you that all of you get the mercy of Lord Nityananda and all of you progress on your spiritual life, because believe me, ultimately there is nothing in this world. That doesn't mean that we renounce the world. That means we engage whatever we have in the service of the Lord. That is the most important thing. It is not about giving up. Giving up is very easy. Very nice thing that our Nandula Prabhu said, one materialistic person went to a sannyasi and said, you are so detached, you are so renounced, amazing, you are just having only a small dhoti and you are not even wearing a kurta. Just see how renounced you are. Amazing, sannyasi. So sannyasi says, you are more renounced than me. How can I be renounced? See, I am wearing suit boot or mere paas to gaadi, I am so attached, I am so bhogi. How can you say that I am renounced? He said, I have renounced the material world, you have renounced the spiritual world. आपने तो कृष्ण को ही रिनाउंस कर दिया, जो कि सर्वलोक के महेश्वर है, उसको ही आपने रिनाउंस कर दिया. So it's a satire thing. So that is what the things are. We have to become attached to Krishna. It's not about giving up things. Engage everything in the service of the Lord. And when you do that, believe me, your life becomes sublime. His life becomes sublime. Why do you think the owner of this Vedanta, right? When he lost his son, he said, that's the darkest day of my life. That was the heading. Why? Because you're looking for that relationship. But that's amazing that how he responded to that situation is so amazing. This person who is the owner of Vedanta, Anil Agarwalji, coming to Radha Gopinath temple, right after I think it was the third or the fourth day, son passed away, and then he is coming and chanting the bhajan in front of everybody with so much of love and affection. That means he knows that whatever happens in my life, at the end of the day, I have Sri Sri Radha Gopinath Ji, who will take care of everything. Because there is nothing that either today or tomorrow you have to separate from your near ones and dear ones. The death is imminent. It has to come. But how you lead your life is very, very important. Very, very important. Success will come, failure will come. It's a part of life. If you just flow in that amazing thing of Krishna, believe me, it'll be so amazing. Your failure will become also so enchanting, so as your success. Because success is not going to be forever, and the failure is also not going to be ever. Only thing is going to be forever is Krishna's beautiful smile while playing his flute. That is what is going to be forever. Nothing else. So my humble request to all of you, please make an endeavor to know more about Krishna, to do something about Krishna, and you will, not for any one of us, it's for your own good. Your soul is hungry, your soul is shouting at the top of the lung of the voice, saying that please, please engage me in Krishna's service. But we are so engrossed in so many other things that we forget. But then, let's have a hope that Lord Nityananda will come. These two, mischievous and the notorious brothers were engaged in all kinds of sinful activities, but Lord Nityananda came. That is what we are doing. We are like crazy people, stopping everybody. Please take this, please come, please come, please come. He said, I don't want, get out. No problem, sir. Once again, try it. And that mercy, when you try to give that, Lord Nityananda becomes so happy. It is not about whether that person took it or does not take it. It is up to between Lord Nityananda and him. You made your endeavor. You gave it yourself. You invited somebody, whether he comes or doesn't come. There are so many stories. The time is the essence. So many stories are there where so many crazy people who have murderers, who are drug dealers, who are all kinds of crazy things they were doing. But once they came in contact with Krishna consciousness, they all became so gentlemen and the ladies. Prabhupada always used to say, my disciples are like ladies and gentlemen. Such a wonderful thing. So please accept Krishna wholeheartedly. Nityananda Prabhu is giving, and it's a very, very auspicious day. The day is not yet over. It will over at 12 o'clock or something. Once you go home, sit in one corner or sit in front of the altar if you have it at home. If you don't have an altar at home, just sit in one place and meditate on Lord Nityananda. And even if you don't know who Nityananda is, at least now you know the name Nityananda now, right? Just say, oh Lord Nityananda, I heard today something that you are very, very merciful, my Lord. So please, please, please give me this most amazing thing that I am looking for in my life. Is not the gadi, the bangla, the spouse or this and that. I don't want any of my problems to be solved by you, but I want you to just solve only one problem, and that is, please help me regain my memory and the consciousness of remembering Krishna and serving Krishna. Just ask for that one thing to Lord Nityananda, and you will feel so amazing. You will feel so amazing, and the love of tear will glide down off your cheek for 100%. If you pray like this sincerely, sitting in one corner, having the lights closed, and just meditate for 5 minutes or 2 minutes even. If you meditate, you will see amazing thing happen with you. Because Lord Nityananda is very, very merciful. So don't take these things for granted. Please, please Accept this, bolo Krishna, bhajo Krishna, karo Krishna Shiksha. We are trying to do this Krishna Shiksha by Bhagavad Gita. Please come, encourage others to come. Why? Because you become an instrument. You will become the, the patrata of mercy from Lord Nityananda. Yeah. So thank you very much. I have spoken beyond my realizations because talking about Lord Nityananda is, I have not experienced that full mercy, but I know from my Guru that he has experienced that, and at least I have witnessed, as I was sharing with all of you, he is very, very merciful. So it is so nice. Please take this advantage, and thank you very much. Hare Krishna. I request my others, as I said, I just happen to be sitting here. If you hear Govind Prem Prabhu speaking about Lord Nityananda, you will be in ecstasy. Madham Prem Prabhu, our Lalit Madhav Prabhu, Vedmurti Prabhu, Priyamanji Mataji, Ramya Radhika Mataji, Disha Mataji, all these wonderful souls. When they talk, you will be mesmerized. But maybe because of my grey hair, they are respecting me and allowing me to sit here. I don't know what it is, but all of them are so wonderful. Please take advantage of them. It is very, very wonderful. So please do share if anything that comes to your mind while talking about Lord Nityananda.
Hare Krishna. Shri Nityananda Prabhu ki
Jai.
So, whenever we are in some trouble, we usually ask others to pray for us. It's not even in only in devotee circle. Even I think those who are not devotees, they also sometimes, if they are going through some difficulties, they ask someone else to pray, because at that time they don't know that they are not in that position to pray. So they ask others for their help. So. So even in outside circle, when we see, let's say, अगर किसी को कुछ, if somebody wants some job or some क्या बोलते हैं, कहीं पे कुछ चाहिए, admission चाहिए कहीं पे, so they ask for some help कि मुझे कोई, can you recommend me करके. So I think there is some one movie जिसमें राजकुमार says one dialogue that आपका जॉब लग जाएगा, तो बोलता है कि what about interview? So he said मेरे recommendation के बाद interview नहीं, सीधा appointment letter मिलता है. So I think when we pray to Lord Nityananda, so we will, and I think even Prabhupada says that I think I don't know if it's Prabhupada says or someone. It says when we take shelter of Guru, we will actually get a backdoor entry to the spiritual world. So the Guru will take us directly there. We will not have to go through all those facade, beach stuff. We'll just go directly there. So one more point on Nityananda Trayodashi I wanted to share, which I heard I think many years from our Shiksha Guru, Rajvi Prabhu. So I wanted to share that with all of you also. So he mentioned that if you are in any sort of trouble, मतलब कुछ भी, मतलब lust, anger, greed, जो भी मतलब ये दुनिया का सब कुछ है, तो I think एक और point मैंने कल परसों ही सुना कि lust, anger and greed, इसका अगर नाम निकालते हैं LAG. So if we have this lust, anger, greed, we will be lag in our spiritual life. So if we don't want to lag, then we will have to leave this lag. So when we are in any sort of trouble, what we should do is we should just close our eyes. Just Prabhu ji ne bataya, we should just close our eyes and loudly chant Nityananda.
Nityananda.
Let's try one more time. Nityananda.
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 But the only one condition here is because sometimes ऐसा होता है कि suppose if we are traveling by public transport, if we are going somewhere, we may not be able to chant so loudly. So what we can do otherwise is we can chant in our heart and our lips should be closed. So we can also do that. Thank you.
Okay. Yes, go in, Prabhu. अरे बोलो कुछ बोलो यार फॉर द प्रेजेंट. तू आप बोलो, बाद में वो बोलेंगे.
So one verse we can read.
एंड देन रिमाइंड मी अबाउट माइक्रोसॉफ्ट का एक एग्जांपल दूंगा लास्ट में. इफ आई माइक्रोसॉफ्ट का.
So एक वर्स हम लोग चैंट करेंगे आज के लिए. सब लोग साथ में बोलेंगे. प्रेम मत्त नित्यानंद,
प्रेमामत्ता नित्यानंद,
कृपावतार,
कृपावतार,
उत्तम अधम किछु,
उत्तम अधम किछु
करे विचार,
न करे विचार.
एक और बार. प्रेम मत्त नित्यानंद,
प्रेमामत्ता नित्यानंद,
कृपावतार,
कृपावतार,
उत्तम अधम किछु,
उत्तम अधम किछु
करे विचार,
न करे विचार.
कुछ भी हम लोग 3 बार.
यस.
प्रेम मत्त नित्यानंद,
प्रेमामत्ता नित्यानंद,
कृपावतार,
कृपावतार,
उत्तम अधम किछु,
उत्तम अधम किछु
करे विचार,
न करे विचार.
सिंपल ट्रांसलेशन ये है कि हमारे पास कोई ऑप्शन नहीं है. बेसिकली प्रेम मत्त नित्यानंद, कृपा अवतार. तो बहुत सारे अवतार हुए भगवान के. भगवान के सत्यावेश अवतार हुए, भगवान के लीला अवतार, गुण अवतार, युग अवतार हुए, लेकिन भगवान की कृपा अवतार एक ही है.
वाओ नाइस.
जिसका नाम है नित्यानंद. और वो क्या है, वो उनका एक स्पेशल क्वालिटी ये है कि उत्तम अधम किछु न करे विचार. आप कौन से स्टेज पे हो, आप बहुत अच्छे स्टेज पे हो, आप अधम गिरे पापी हो, या उससे भी नीचे कुछ है माइनस ट्रैक में उसमें हो, तो नित्यानंद प्रभु किसी का भी वो क्वालिफिकेशन देखते नहीं है और सबको उद्धार कर देते हैं. तो हमारे लिए एक ही ऑप्शन है, कलयुग का हम लोग रिजेक्टेड प्रोडक्ट है. तो हम लोग के लिए नित्यानंद प्रभु. एक्चुअली बहुत सारा भजन है, नरोत्तम दास ठाकुर, लोचन दास ठाकुर इन्होंने लिखा है, तो उसमें वर्डिंग्स बहुत अच्छे अच्छे. एक भजन मुझे याद आ रहा है जिसमें एक वर्ड है, हे नो नीताय बीने भाई, राधा कृष्ण पाइते नाय, धरो निताय चरण दुखानी. तो उसमें नरोत्तम दास ठाकुर बोल रहे हैं कि राधा कृष्ण का हमको आराधना करना है. हम लोग अभी आजकल इंस्टाग्राम पे ट्रेंडिंग पे हो, तो सबको राधे राधे, राधा भक्त बनना है, कृष्ण भक्त बनना है, लेकिन निताय के बिना, हेनो निताय बिने भाई, राधा कृष्ण पाइते नाय. मतलब भगवान का अगर आपको एक्सेस भी चाहिए तो नित्यानंद प्रभु के थ्रू ही मिलेगा. तो नित्यानंद इज सिनोनिम टू गुरु. तो सही गुरु भी होंगे तो आपको भगवान का एक्सेस मिल सकता है. तो उसमें लास्ट में नरोत्तम दास ठाकुर बोलते हैं कि इस दुनिया में सब दुखी है. तो नरोत्तम दास ठाकुर भी उसको, मतलब वो मूड को इन्वाइट कर रहे हैं. नरोत्तम बोड़ो दुखी, निताय मोरे कोरो
सुखी,
राखो रंगा चरण. तो उसमें बोल रहे, नरोत्तम दास ठाकुर बोल रहे हैं कि नरोत्तम मैं जो हूँ बहुत दुखी हूँ, लेकिन निताय मोरे करो सुखी. मुझे आप सुखी कर सकते हो. और कैसे सुखी कर सकते हो, राखो रंगा चरण मेरे पास. आपके चरण कमलों के पास में रहूंगा तो हमेशा सुखी रहूंगा, नहीं तो दुनिया भर में तो हम लोग दुखी रहने वाले हैं. तो ये नित्यानंद प्रभु का ग्रेटनेस है. तो हम लोग के लिए बेस्ट राधा कृष्ण, सीता राम, गौरी शंकर, ये सब बहुत दूर है हमारे लिए. बट नित्यानंद प्रभु बहुत एक्सेसिबल है. और उनका क्वालिफिकेशन यही है कि सबसे गिरा हुआ आदमी को ढूंढेंगे. अरे यही है, ये इससे ज्यादा कोई नहीं गिर सकता इसको पकड़ा. तो जैसे जगह मदाई को पकड़ा उन्होंने, तो एक्चुअली हम लोग, आप सब सभ्य लोग हैं, आप जगह इसलिए आप इधर. बट ऐसा मेरे जैसे लोग हैं, उनको भी पकड़ा महाप्रभु ने और नित्यानंद. तो नित्यानंद का वो क्वालिटी है नित्यानंद प्रभु का कि जितना भी गिरा हुआ दिखेगा ना, उनका एक्सटेसी बढ़ जाता है. अरे इसको तो मैं बना के, इसको तो पकड़ के लाता हूं. तो वो हमारा एक्चुअली क्वालिफिकेशन नहीं है, बट महाप्रभु और नित्यानंद प्रभु की कृपा से हम लोग ये कर पा रहे हैं. तो नित्यानंद प्रभु की
जय. ललित माधव प्रभु से समथिंग फॉर द प्लेजर ऑफ. नहीं, वो तो मैं लास्ट में बोलूंगा. ओके, इफ आई से द एग्जांपल बाय द टाइम यू रिमेंबर. दिशा माधव, यू वांट टू से समथिंग प्लीज.
So I was just thinking when Prabhuji gave an example of how Nityananda Prabhu is like a salesman. He was preaching the name of Lord to everybody. I was just thinking that how Mahaprabhu is like a manufacturing house, and how your day-to-day life also we need salesperson, we need a distribution channel. अगर वो product घर पे नहीं आया तो we don't know about that product. So that's why how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave us the whole thing, but actually giver distribution is Nityananda Prabhu for us. So we should be very very grateful that we have Nityananda Prabhu, and because of him we have got this entire ISKCON family, and through this entire parampara what we have, and we are very fortunate. As you also mentioned in the example of Jagai Mata, and even Govind Prabhu mentioned that हम लोग इतने तो गिरे हुए नहीं हैं like Jagai Mata. So hearing this entire pastime, इतना hope giving था that at least we have some hope that we are not that fallen, but since mercy इतनी unlimited है नित्यानंद प्रभु की, कि with this mercy if we have a faith in him,
Yes.
हमारा deliver हो जाएगा. मतलब holy name में taste नहीं है, by just praying to Lord Nityananda honestly कि नहीं आ रहा है taste, but please help me to chant, तो हो जाएगा. We have that faith, which was very hope giving. इतना जगह मतलब जैसा सिचुएशन नहीं है, but yes, we have lot of anarthas and we keep doing aparad because of that. So one more thing, I was just thinking that how Balram and Balram ji in Bhakti Yuga had a plow and club. So Nityananda Prabhu in the Kali Yuga he had holy name and mercy.
Wow.
And how Balram ji used to punish wicked, but
Yes.
Nityananda Prabhu used to transform wicked.
Wicked.
So
Wow. Very nice, very good. So, Rami Radhika Mataji, you want to say something? Please pass the mic to there, and Priyamanji Mataji. No one to say? Both of them? Okay, so we'll leave the best for the last, which is our Lalit Mata Prabhu, and in between, if Rami Radhika Mataji and Priyamanji Mataji, if you decide to speak, then please let us know, because we want to keep the last for the best. That is our Lalit Mata Prabhu. Mansi Mata, you want to speak something? You want to speak? Yeah.
I was just hearing my lecture now, so in that everybody was speaking that Nityananda Prabhu's name is so merciful, like accessing the Lord, Gauranga, Prabhu may be difficult, but if we just speak Nityananda, automatically we will attract the mercy of the Lord. So, because Nityananda Prabhu is very dear to the Lord, and yeah, he is a Guru Tattva, and we cannot directly access the Lord. So, just taking shelter of Nityananda Prabhu and remembering him, hearing his name and speaking his name will automatically deliver what we require. Yes.
सब रिकॉर्ड हो रहा है, सब रिकॉर्ड.
Who wants to say? You doesn't want to say? Okay. So, I'll share one example, and then I'll just one more line also. Sorry, even it becomes a little late today, that's fine, because it's a very, very auspicious day. So today in the class, Sridhama Sakha Prabhu said one very nice thing, really amazing, you know. So he said, let's say, many of us been to college or something, right? All of us know about the campus interview. Campus interview होता है, सबको मालूम है ना? So अभी campus interview में क्या होता है? Anybody knows what happens in the campus interview? Who are the toppers? उनको बुलाया जाता है, right? The big company comes, Apple, Google, Microsoft, Nvidia, all this company comes, right? And they ask for whom? The toppers, right? But when a company like Google and Microsoft comes, they said, we are looking for somebody जिसका सबसे ज़्यादा KT आया है. Please bring that person. So that person is being brought. सबसे ज़्यादा KT था. बोलते क्या हो गया? वो तो कोई कोने में बैठा था, उसको तो मालूम था कि मेरे को तो कैंपस इंटरव्यू का कोई स्कोप ही नहीं है, हाँ. पर ऐसे बुलावा आ गया तो वो तो अपने आप को बिलीव ही नहीं कर पा रहा था, उसको बुलाया गया. फिर गूगल वाले ने बोला कि आपका इंटरव्यू लिया जाएगा. बोला ठीक है, मेरे को तो कोई ऐसा नहीं, क्या पूछेगा मेरे को, वैसे भी कुछ लिखा नहीं हूँ, मेरे तो पूछ लो जो भी पूछना है, आंसर तो आता नहीं मुझे कुछ. इंटरव्यू हो गया, उसके बाद उसको अपॉइंटमेंट लेटर दिया जाता है. और अपॉइंटमेंट लेटर में क्या पोजीशन दिया जाता है मालूम है? द CEO ऑफ द गूगल कंपनी. दिस इज व्हाट लॉर्ड नित्यानंद इज. नाउ आई विल एक्सप्लेन व्हाट दिस इज. एज ही राइटली सेड, राइट, नित्यानंद प्रभु सर्च फॉर द मोस्ट फॉलन. सो सबसे ज़्यादा केटी लगा वो सबसे फॉलन है और उसे सबसे ज़्यादा रिवॉर्ड मिलेगा. सबसे ज़्यादा रिवॉर्ड क्या हो सकता है? CEO ऑफ द कंपनी, राइट. ऐसा नहीं कि एंट्री तुमको प्रोग्रामर बनाया या सीनियर प्रोग्रामर बनाया या लीड प्रोजेक्ट लीड बनाया, ऐसा आलतू फालतू नहीं, सीधा डायरेक्ट क्या बना दिया आपको? CEO. बिकॉज यू आर गिवन द हाइएस्ट, द लव ऑफ गॉड, कृष्ण प्रेम. दैट्स द हाइएस्ट थिंग गिवन टू द somebody who is at the lowest, at the bottom of the table. That is Lord Nityananda. And you can imagine the contribution of Lord Nityananda, because Lord Nityananda is the one who inspired Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami to go to Vrindavan. He inspired Raghunath Das Goswami to speak about Lord Chaitanya every day at the bank of Radha Kund. And that is how the Chaitanya Charitamrita came. And all these Goswamis that you see, 6 Goswamis. So, अभी हमको समझ में नहीं आ रहा कि what this Lord Chaitanya's contribution and Lord Nityananda's contribution. Jiva Goswami, who is in the our parampara, he is the most scholar ever existed on this earth planet. आज तक इतना स्कॉलर कोई हुआ ही नहीं है जीव गोस्वामी जितना. उन्होंने जो संदर्भ वगैरह सब लिखा है उसके ऊपर लोग आज कितना सारे लोग PhD कर रहे हैं. उतने वो महान है. वो जीव गोस्वामी को उन्होंने ये सब लिखने के लिए प्रेरित किया नित्यानंद प्रभु ने. तो आप सोचो द अमेजिंग कॉन्ट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ लॉर्ड नित्यानंदा is really really amazing. So we are very very grateful. So if Lalit Madhav Prabhu can share something towards the end, that will be really nice. At least you just say Lord Nityananda ki jai, that is also fine. Right. अरे वाह, that is fine, that is also true. और साथ में अनाउंसमेंट भी कर दो बाद में.
Thank you, Prabhu. It's very amazing to see that qualities of Nityananda Prabhu, which is coming to us in the form of Raas Prabhu, because he is the original Guru and he is our Shiksha Guru. So we don't know anything, but that parampara comes and that legacy continues. Everything is already spoken, and many exalted devotees are there who have a very deep love in their heart, and they speak about Lord Nityananda. I would just simply say one thing, because I don't know anything. Only one thing is, whenever we talk about the love, so in all our life, if we ask question, when we felt love in the first time in our life, and from whom? If you want to answer.
From the mother.
Obviously, because she is the one who actually takes care of any unconditional love. So when we talk about mother, our original mother is Srimati Radharani, and that is the actually compassion towards the every living entity. And when Lord internal potency, that motherly, that concern comes in the form of feminine energy, that is Srimati Radharani. So that compassion, because mother is always concerned for the child, no matter whatever child does, but she is always forgiving. So she always wants to forgive and always recommend to the father that no, whatever he does, but ultimately after all, he or she is ours. So that comes from Srimati Radharani, and that Guru Tattva also comes from Srimati Radharani. So that's what I was contemplating when all of you were speaking. So we are grateful to Srila Prabhupada, because he has created this platform and this manch and this sanstha where we can discuss very exalted, which is never given and which will never be given, as Prabhu mentioned. So in very simple town and village in Borivali in Daisar, we are talking about it is said that the pastimes of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Radha Krishna, it is like directly taking any unknown person directly to the bedroom. How many of us would be ready? Or towards the treasure house, or towards our tijori or whatever locker we have. But that is what Prabhupada is given. So we are very very grateful and thankful. And that legacy is continued by Raas Prabhu and Gopi Mantri Mataji. So in their instruction, in their guidance, we are getting to know all these things. And there are many other wonderful devotees. So let us take that benefit and whatever, whenever we are getting something, and if we are not valuing it,
and then ultimately what will happen is after some time we'll have to regret that. So I don't want that we should regret that. Whatever we are getting, let's take that benefit and let's continue and inspire all of us, each other. So thank you so much for coming week after week.
प्रसाद है दूसरा
हाँ, ये।
माधव प्रेम और माता जी का अनाउंस कर उनका वेडिंग एनिवर्सरी के लिए प्रार्थना करने की
किसका किसका
माधव प्रेम और
हाँ हाँ
So today's prasadam is sponsored by Prakash Shukla and Kirti Shukla. So they are there.
Yeah.
Very well, thank you.
Prakash Shukla and Kirti Shukla. So we just pray to Shri Radha Gopinath ji, Sri Nityananda Bihari, that similarly they can keep giving us the association and keep sponsoring the prasad. So because that is the ultimate प्रसाद इस प्रभु के साक्षात दर्शन, भले अगर वहाँ से कुछ नहीं गया तो प्रसाद के माध्यम से तो जाएगा ही जाएगा. So let us pray for their spiritual well-being, spiritual upliftment, and they keep on coming to this program and inspire us by loudly chanting one time Mahamantra.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare